Hello everyone, I'm Vice91 and welcome back for more Let's Play Skies of Arcadia Legends. Last time we made our way through the enormous ship of Gulshan. It was called the Hydra, and we fought him face to face and defeated him, but he got away, but then Beleza paid the ultimate price and took him out by ramming her ship into his escape pod. And so now Gulshan is dead. Ramirez tried to fire off the Rains of Destruction in retaliation, but then the elders of the Great Silver Shrine plummeted down to Earth to stop it, and in the process destroyed the Dome of Light, allowing us to access Soltis. And I'll go ahead and say Soltis is the final dungeon in the game, so if there's any other side quest stuff that you would like to take care of it right now. And in that note, there is some stuff that we need to take care of. First of which, I'm actually going to go to the bridge of the ship because Drachma and, wow, my controller is acting up. Drachma and Gilder and Enrique are all on the ship somewhere. And we can actually, at this point, switch out our fourth party member for any of those three people. And I believe Enrique is out on the deck. I think. So let's go see here. So we can choose our fourth party member at this point. It can be Gilder, Drachma, or Enrique. And we are going to roll with Enrique. I think he provides the most upside, in my opinion. And you see other crew members are hanging out here too. Marco, Ryukan, and Ismail are all having a meal or something on the deck.
Vice, is it true? Was Valua destroyed by the Rains of Destruction? I may have hated that place, but it was where I grew up. Vice, let's get going. All of those innocent people died. The Armada has to pay for what they've done.
Yep, and you're going to eat your chicken. Alright, so Gilder and Drachma are out here. Maybe Enrique's out on the lookout tower, so maybe I'll go check up there. The only other place he could be is the kitchen. I don't think he's in there. So let me go check the lookout tower. Because I definitely want Enrique to be my fourth party member. His Justice Shield special move is just way too valuable. Although, it would be fun to have Drachma as a fourth party member again, just because it's been so long since we've had him in our party, that it would be pretty fun to just be able to fight with him again. But I'm still going to roll with Enrique. Nope, just Tika up here. Where is Enrique? I guess he's in the dining room. So I'm just wasting time here. Sorry about that. So let's go find Enrique. Goodness. Taking forever. Okay. So let's go down to the dining room. I mean, the only other place he could be is the bridge, and I don't think I saw him at the bridge. Man, I'll feel like an idiot if he was in the bridge. Please don't let him be in the bridge. Please let him be here, please. Alright, let's go down and check it out. There's Khalifa. Okay, Enrique is down here. Hanging out with Pau, Khalifa, Belle, and her lackeys or whatever. Urala is also down here. Note that these are only active crew members. Our standby crew members are not actually on the bridge or on the ship.
Vice, will you let me go with you to Soltis?
Absolutely. Of course, you can come with us. Without you, we never would have gotten to Delphinus. Let's go.
Thank you, Vice. It is an honor to accompany you.
And Enrique has joined the party. Sweet! Alright, so let's check out his equipment. And he's at level 42, which is really nice, actually. So I think the Serpent Strike is the best weapon he could have here. He has nothing equipped here, so let's go ahead and give him some good stiff. Is that the... No, that's not the best thing he could have. Silver armor is pretty good. We're going to roll with that. I could give him the Berserker mail, but nah. And I believe he had the... He had the one that protected him against all physical attacks, didn't he? Ooh, I may roll with this. This is the Valuan medallion we got from defeating Gulshan. Enchanted medallion worn by officers in the Armada negates eternity spells. So I'm actually going to do that. So he will be protected from all eternity-related spells. Nice. And we actually have super moves maxed out for everybody in our party right now. I guess I could have used those moonberries on Gilder or Drachma, but I'll go ahead and tell you what their final special moves would be. Gilder's final special move is called the Claudia, which is the name of his ship, and he actually calls in the Claudia to attack every enemy on the map. And I believe it costs 16 spirit points, and it's actually pretty decent. I would call that the second best special move, offensive special move in the game. It's pretty good, actually. I guess I could have used that while he was still in our party, but I had just gotten 4 moonberries when I was on the Hydra, so it would have been pretty late. And let's see, Drachma's final special move is called... I'm not sure what it's called, but basically his mechanical arm turns into like a giant fist, and he pummels every enemy on the map for some pretty good damage. So it's pretty good too in its own right. But I don't think we'll be seeing any one of those unless I make some sort of like special video or something like that. Anyway, the first thing I would like to do is something that I've been neglecting for quite a while, and I've been putting it off because I didn't have Enrique in my party, and I could have done this before he left us at Sailor's Island a long time ago, but I think it just slipped my mind, and then he left, and then it was too late, and I didn't really want to do it when I had Gilder in my party. But anyway, what I'm referring to is there's a bounty list battle that I like to take care of that actually... He shows up in the Lands of Ice, and it's actually Dekakuka the Wealthy. It's the second to last bounty entry, and he's pretty difficult. I'm not gonna lie. It's a pretty difficult fight, and it's even more difficult when you don't have Enrique in your party, and we could have done it with Gilder, but it would have been pretty tough, I think. But one thing to note is that all of the bounty list fights, the level of the bounty list entries kind of scales along with you. So no matter when you fight them in the story, it's not like you can power level up and then just destroy these bounty list people. They'll actually scale up with you, so it will be difficult no matter what. So this is actually the ship that Dekakuka is in. And he's roaming around. I'm just in the Lands of Ice area under the Aurora. And you just approach this, and I'm pretty good, I think, health-wise. Aka and Fina have some health. Well, I'll go ahead and max them out. Why not? But anyway, let's go ahead and observe here.
Isn't it a little fishy for a boat to be out sailing alone way out here?
Let's move in closer. What in the world is that?
Ho ho! So this is the ship of the infamous Vice, eh? Not bad, not bad! Of course, I would have it painted in gold and purple. Gold makes everything look better. Vice, over there.
What is that? Oh my gosh.
Vice, I presume? My name is Dekakuya. Very nice to finally meet your acquaintance.
What? You mean to tell me that you're the same Dekakuya that's got a bounty on his head?
As the wealthiest man in Yafutoma, I lived a life of luxury. I had no want of material possessions, and yet I felt unsatisfied. Then I heard about your adventures in Yafutoma. I realized then that the life of an air pirate was the life that I had been craving. So I bought a ship, got together a crew, and built this machine, Tama, for my personal use. I wanted to travel the skies in search of fun and excitement, just like you, Vice.
Well, it's not all fun and games, you know.
Look at his earlobes. What? Nevertheless, I believe that it is fate that we have met this day. I think your head would make a fine trophy for me to take home.
Sounds good. Only problem is you'll have to beat me first.
Fool! There's nothing in this world that money can't buy. Very well, on guard, Vice. I shall make you remember this day.
Now, this next soundbite is one that is just absolutely absurd.
Here goes! Yeah!
I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, this tiny little Yafutoman man and his giant cat is here to attack us. Anyway, as silly as he may look, he is actually very, very dangerous. So here's Dekakuya, and Yujin and Boo. Now, we've seen variations of Yujin and Boo before, and they work the same here. Yujin does have a, I think it's called Wind Slash attack, that is a cone area of effect. And Boo doesn't really have a special attack, but he can use speed and power potions to cast Incrum and Quick-Up on his allies. So he will churn out these sidekicks every now and then. If we defeat them both, he will churn out another. And it's even possible for him to call out a third one. So let's go ahead and take them out, I think, as soon as possible here. Actually, what I'm going to do, since I have them to spare, I'm actually going to use a Aura of Valor. Remember, this will max out our Spirit Gauge. So I'm going to use that. And I'm going to actually use Justice Shield. Because this battle can be very dangerous. Dekakuya has one special attack that is incredibly dangerous. And I'm sure we will see it before too long. So you see the Wind Slash, I mean that's 800 damage apiece for everyone in his path. And here he's calling out another bodyguard, and I'm hoping it's Boo and not a Yujin. Well, it's a Yujin, great. He's definitely the worst of the two options. Alright, but it doesn't really matter because I'm just going to use Prophecy here. And actually, let me get, well, I don't guess it really matters what element I am, but I'm going to shift Vice over to purple at least, because that'll be good. Alright, so I'm going to use Prophecy real quick, and that should take care of the bodyguards.
We call forth the power of the ancients to battle our foe.
Now, if you don't have any Aura of Valors, I would recommend stockpiling Spirit Points and try to pull off a couple of Rain of Swords attacks in succession. Because one Rain of Swords attack is not going to be enough to take care of the bodyguards or the sidekicks, the Yujins and the Boos. But a Prophecy definitely will, so if you can get to that point, I would very much recommend doing that. I forgot to put a Glyph of Might on Vice. I should have done that in the first turn. That's how that goes. I'm going to focus with these two and use Justice Shield here. But if you don't have an Aura of Valor, try to get off a couple of Rain of Swords attacks. It may even take 3, I don't know. Those guys, especially this late in the game, if you waited as long as I did, the enemies could have scaled up enough to where 2 Rain of Swords may not have done the trick. So try to get rid of them, because if you do get rid of them, his next move is guaranteed to call out another bodyguard, similar to when we fought Loose Cannon Lakin. So keep that in mind. He hasn't used his big special attack yet, which is really good because it's really annoying. I'm sure we will see that very soon. I'm going to get off another Pirate's Wrath here against him. Or another, I'd say another, it'll be the first. And let's focus, and Justice Shield. So I'm sure we will be seeing his special move soon. Oh wow, he's churning out bodyguards like crazy. Usually he just calls out one. And then maybe he'll call out a second a few rounds later. I'm just really surprised he hasn't come out with a special attack yet. I'm not complaining, because his special attack's really annoying. Another thing that's really annoying is this Wind Slash. Wow, I'm surprised that didn't hit Enrique. That's odd, actually. Alright, I'm not sure another Pirate's Wrath is going to be enough. But what I will do is, I need to use a Sacrum Crystal. I need to do some healing here. So let's do that, and then a Justice Shield. Oh yeah, the Yujins can do counter stance. Forgot about that. And you can go ahead and waste that Sacrum Crystal, buddy. He's at full health, so that's not helping anybody. And he's just using a regular attack. That's very weird.
Let's try
Well, I
this.
don't want to defeat him before you see that special attack. I mean, it'd be nice because then I wouldn't have a problem with this fight, but I want you to at least see it. Because it's quite absurd. I mean, it's actually pretty hilarious what the attack is. Because like he said, he is the richest man in Yafutoman, so that's actually going to provide some context for what he's going to do. So I'm going to keep focusing and just using a Justice Shield, because I want you to see this attack, for real. Okay, keep wasting those crystals, buddy. Useless! Okay, here it
Here
is.
we go. Yeah! Money makes the world go round.
What in the world? Alright, so there you go. That's what's so annoying about it, is it has a chance to confuse everybody. And it confused Aka and Enrique there, which is really annoying, but they did just get the crap knocked out of them there. And that's interesting, that being confused negated the Justice Shield effect. And it did 1600 damage to both of those guys, so... Wow, okay. Well, let's go ahead and get off another Pirate's Wrath here. And actually, I'm going to... Do I have enough Spirit to do this? Yes, I do. Alright. I'm going to use Lunar Light here, just to max out everybody's HP. Have we seen this before? I don't think we've seen this before.
Bathe us in your light.
If you remember the description, this move will revive anybody who's dead, and it will max out everybody's HP. So kind of like a panic button attack, and it will. You saw it happen before Justice Shield even. So it happens at the very beginning of the round. It's kind of like a panic button that you can have, just in case. So that's pretty nice to have if you need it. I'm kind of glad I was able to use it there. Oh crap, I didn't know he could use Eternities. Wow, I totally forgot about that. Oh, don't kill everybody. Woo, it missed everybody. Wow, that's actually surprising. Can't believe it missed everybody. Wow, maybe that Wind Slash attack has like a distance range. Like it can't go any further. I don't know, that's weird, because that didn't hit Fina either. Oh man, he's still hanging on. Alright, well I'm going to use maybe a Rain of Swords. I can't use it this round. Everybody's in pretty good shape. Vice is the only one that's kind of hurting a little bit. Okay. That should be fine. Oh crap, I forgot to use Delta Shield. I should have used that, I guess. Oh well, he's only using an Electro one. Not using Eternity, so that's fine. I don't care about this. That is nothing. That's like a fly on the wall. That's not gonna hurt us. That's like the 4th Sacres crystal you've used on him. What are you doing? Good old computer AI. Just really wants him to be at max health no matter what. Alright, well, whatever. Okay, I'm going to use a Rain of Swords this next turn. That should take care of Dekakuya. I don't know if it'll take care of the bodyguards, though. So... Actually, I'm going to heal, I guess. Crap, he's using this again. Alright, well don't confuse Vice, please.
Money makes the world go round.
I guess it causes confusion because it's really confusing if to just get tons of money thrown at you. Alright, so that confused nobody. That's good. That's actually really lucky. I've been getting pretty lucky in regards to status effects lately. Alright, so... Yeah, you see, down goes Dekakuya, but you see how much HP those bodyguards have? Goodness. Like, 3 Rain of Swords wouldn't even take them out. Man, oh man. Alright, so I'm gonna have to use Pirate's Wrath on these guys. Look how much health they have. Alright, so... we'll use the Sacrum Crystal. And you know what? Oh no, I do need to focus a little bit. I'm not using Justice Shield. Maybe I should have, because that hurt.
Let's try this.
But I want enough spirit to be able to use Pirate's Wrath again next round too to take out the other bodyguard. Alright, so down goes the Yujin. That's good. That's pretty much the only threat left. And a Boo is the only thing standing between us and total victory. And here we go. See ya! Oh wow, he was guarding. Of course. Ah, so annoying. Okay. Whatever. You're just delaying the inevitable, buddy. But you still have those Sacrifice Crystals in your pocket. This better do enough to take him out. Okay, good. Alright, battle over.
That was fun.
Nice. And we get a Ferax idol. I'll explain that in just a moment.
I give up. You win. I wouldn't have expected any less of you. I think I'm smitten with you. That power, that strength. I guess there really are things in this world that money can't buy. You learned quite an important lesson. So why don't you just stop wasting your money and quietly go home? You were speaking to the one and only Deikakuya! While I promise to cause no more trouble, I will not discontinue my travels around the world. You're an energetic old guy, aren't you? Well, well, if it isn't Vice, we managed to get ourselves lost in this frigid place. I'm frozen stiff. I was hoping that you would warm me up, Vice.
Warm you up? You're joking, right?
Only partly, but I know your love belongs to someone else. I guess this means I've found yet another thing that money cannot buy.
Well, Vice, you sure are popular these days. Look at his face. All hands on deck. Prepare for emergency escape. One guy hits on you and he freaks out. I mean, let's face it, it was a little creepy for that old Yafutoman guy to be hitting on Vice like that. But alright, so we managed to get out of the clutches of Deikakuya. And let's see, next I'm actually going to head to Sailor's Island to cash in on my bounty. And I'm actually going to check something else there while we're there. So hold on 1 minute, and I'll be there in just a moment. Alright, so here we are at Sailor's Island. Now I'm going to cash in my bounty here. I should get 20,000 gold, I believe, for that. Well, who'd have thought that Exploration King Vice would ever grace this guild with his presence? I am honored, sir. Here you go, your reward for your work. I've heard quite a bit about you lately. Keep up the good work, I'm counting on you. And you get 20,000 gold, alright. So let's check out what it says on the wanted list about him now. Lost in the Lands of Ice region, he was rescued by the Blue Rogue Vice. He promised not to cause any more trouble, but refused to give up on his dream to travel the world. He has been spotted in various cities buying gifts by the boatload. Huh. Alright, and if we look at the last entry, remember we've looked at this before, Lord Zivlin Bane. Now, he is actually located inside Soltis, so I will not be fighting him just yet, but I will be later, and I will be back to claim the reward for him. So we'll get to that a little bit later on. But for right now, I'm just going to exit, and I want to take a look at the ranking list. It's interesting, you see that the two gossipers are actually gone, but if you look at the this list here, we are actually second on the list right behind Mighty Cannon Vigoro. So we're not quite at the top yet, but we're getting there. So man, we're getting pretty popular. Alright, well that's all I really wanted to check out here. So let's go back. And next stop I'm going to make will be at Maramba. We have one more side quest I need to take care of. And I will see you guys whenever I get to Maramba. Alright, so here we are in the city of Maramba. Remember when we visited Esperanza? the tavern keep there was actually the daughter of this lady who runs the Cabal Skewer shop here in Maraba. So if we talk to her,
I never thought she'd grow up to be the kind of girl that would abandon her parents to elope with a sailor. Stupid girl.
so I don't think she doesn't say anything else, but I think we needed to come here first. But anyway, there's a side quest that actually involves these two people. So, like I said, that Cabal Skewer shop owner is actually the mother of the Tavern Keep in Esperanza. Now, remember they have like a feud going where the Tavern Keep in Esperanza, the daughter, she ran away from Maraba with this guy that she met. She thought she was going to marry him and whatever, so they ran away together and they were going to get married, but things fell through and she was left in Esperanza and she doesn't have a way to get back to Maraba to reconcile with her mom. So, what we are going to do is we're actually going to visit Esperanza. Actually, let me get there. I'll cut whenever I get there and I'll explain the rest in a minute. Alright, so we're back in the town in Esperanza, and we're going to visit the Tavern Keep here. And this will kind of initiate a side quest that will kind of explain itself as we go along. So I'll just let the story do the talking for me. So let's go visit her and see what she has to say. I heard you guys made it through the Dark Rift. I knew you'd be able to do it. No, you didn't. You had no faith in us at all. You told us to go home. Anyway, I have confidence in your abilities, so I have a favor to ask of you. I'd like you to listen to my story first. Many years ago, I eloped and came here with a sailor that I had fallen in love with. But he found another woman and ran off with her. I can't believe how foolish I was to trust him. But I've accepted my fate. It's not myself that I'm worried about, it's my mother. I left her behind in Maramba. If you ever have a chance to stop by Maramba, could you visit the Cabal Skewer shop? I want her to forgive her foolish daughter, and I want her to know that not a day has passed that I haven't thought of her. Okay, well, we have to go relay that message to her mother. So, you know what that means. It's time for another time warp back to Maramba. Alright, back in Maramba, let's relay the message and see what she has to say.
I remember you. You were that sailor that came in here a little while ago. What is your wish? What? My daughter? She's still alive? Well, good for her. Not that it means anything to me anymore. She does not expect me to forgive her and take her back now, does she? Huh! She's a stupid girl. She is my daughter no more. Leave my shop.
Whoa, so a bit harsh words. Alright, well let's go back and tell the Tavern Keep and continue this little messenger quest. See you when I get back to Esperanza. Alright, we're back. Let's relay the harsh words from her mother. What? You went to Maramba and spoke with my mother? What did she say? I see. I guess you can't expect for her to forgive such a selfish daughter so easily. But I was telling the truth when I said that I've never stopped thinking about her. And my mother isn't young anymore. I worry about her health. What can I do? That lady seemed real hard-headed, though. I wonder if there really is anything that we can do. Perhaps if we can somehow prove to your mother that you haven't stopped thinking about her all these years. Prove to her? Now if only there was something we could show her. Something to prove it. I know a way. There's one thing I can show her to prove it. Cabal skewers. When I was little, my mother would try to teach her a special Cabal skewer recipe. Yeah, and if you can make a Cabal skewer using her recipe, it'll show your mom that you haven't forgotten what she taught you. Would you mind waiting for a little bit? I'm going to make some Cabal skewers. It's done. If you can get my mother to eat this, I'm sure she'll understand how I feel. And we got a Cabal skewer. Alright, so let's take this Cabal skewer back to the Cabal skewer lady. Alright, we're back. Let's get her to eat this Cabal skewer. You are persistent. I will give you that. What is it this time? What? You wish me to taste something. But it's a Cabal skewer. What? You're telling me that good-for-nothing girl who ran away from home made this Cabal skewer? You expect me to believe that? Ha! Well, let's at least see what it tastes like. Time lapse. No, it's nothing like the Cabal skewer I make. The person who made this can't be my daughter. I taught her better than this. It has an odd smell, the seasonings are bland, and worst of all, the meat just is not of the same quality. Okay, let's go pass on the feedback back to her daughter. Looks like a mission failed on that one. Alright, we're back. Let's give her the bad news. You brought the cabal skewer to my mother in Maramba? What did she say? Huh? She said the cabal skewer that I made didn't taste the same as hers? She said that it smelled funny, it wasn't spiced correctly, and the quality of the meat used is different. She noticed, huh? There's no way I can duplicate my mother's cabal skewers with the ingredients in this town. I remember exactly how to cook it, but I don't have the same ingredients and spices. What should I do? Tell us what you need, we'll bring it to you. Really? That would be a great help. Here's what I need. I'll need gentum for the scent, kale for seasoning, and cabal meat. Would you bring these 3 ingredients to me? If I have these, I know I will be able to make my mother's special cabal skewer. Gentum, kale, and cabal? Leave it to us. Alright, so now we need to do a little bit of fetching of these ingredients. You know what? I have a better idea. Why don't you just come with me back to Maramba? I will give you a ride. I'm sure Harry Chestman will not miss you. He's the only one that visits your tavern. Just come with us. It's not like you have an establishment to uphold. This is a lost city. It's lost. There's nothing left here. Just come back with us. Okay, I'm over it. I'm over it. Alright, so you may be thinking, well, where in the hell are we supposed to get all of these ingredients? Well, let's consider some things. We already actually have one of the ingredients. Remember, I think it's gentum. We need gentum, kale, and cabal? No. We have kale already. If you remember back when we were doing discovery hunting, we found a discovery called Spice Island. I believe it was in the Yafutoman area. And we actually picked up something from Spice Island because Aka is a kleptomaniac and had to steal something from the island, and we actually we actually stole some kale. So we already have that in our inventory. So now all that's left is cabal meat, and gentum. Well, gentum is actually found in the city of Nazrad. Now, there's nothing that really tells us this. Actually, when we get the cabal meat, it'll actually hint to where we can find the gentum. But I'm going to go ahead and go to Nazrad first, just because it's closer. And then there's one other area I need to visit in order to get the cabal meat. But we're going to go here first to get gentum. And actually, where we can get gentum is the item shop here in Nazrad. So let's go visit the item shop. And it's not going to be a part of his inventory. You're going to have to do the talk to him command, and you're going to have to ask for it that way. So let's see. Can't get to it from that. Oh yeah, we can. I think we can get. No, we can't get to it from there. Whoops. Alright, so we got to go this way. And we got to go up and over. Alright, so let's talk to this guy. As he strokes his beard. Welcome, Vice the Exploration King. I am honored that one so noble as yourself would grace my store with his presence. Yep. Crack your neck. Alright. Let's talk about various things. What do you wish? Gentum? Of course I have some. It is 500 gold per pouch. Do you wish to purchase a bag? Yeah. 500 gold? I'll buy it. I need it to help somebody out. And we got gentum for 500 gold. Alright, so that's all we need. Okay, so now all that's left is the cabal meat. Now, if we think about this for a second, who knows more about food than anyone we've ever met? I'll give you about 5 seconds. Alright, if your answer was Gordo the Round, you are correct. Remember, he's the gourmet pirate for a reason. He loves food. And if you remember, he actually opened his own restaurant in South Ocean. So that is where I'm going to visit next. And so I can talk to Gordo and see if he can hook us up with some cabal meat. So I'm going to Gordo's Bistro in South Ocean. I will meet you guys there. Alright, so here we are at Gordo's Bistro in North Ocean, not South Ocean. Sorry for the confusion there. Didn't mean to confuse you there. Actually, Gordo is not here. Wow. I'm having a fail moment right now. Huh. Oh, wow, okay. Actually, I know exactly where he is. Well, if you can do this side quest a lot earlier than I'm doing it right now, in which case he would be here, but actually, if you remember, he teamed up with us to take on Gulshan and his entire fleet, so actually, he's still out here around Soltis with the rest of the gang. So he's actually in his ship out here in Soltis, so I gotta go find him. It'll become a little bit more evident once I get there, once you know what I'm talking about here. But all those ships that kind of teamed up with us are actually out here in the middle of the battlefield. Here's one right here, actually. No, actually that's not one. This is just like a little, I don't know. I don't know what that ship is. There's one out there. Let me go check that out. I'm hanging above the clouds because I don't want to get in any battles. I'm not in the mood to fight right now. Where was that ship? Crap, where was it? I just had it. Did I lose sight of it? Let me drop below the clouds real quick. Oh, there it is. Actually, I think this is Gordo. Awesome. Yep.
What was that? You're looking for Gentleman Kale and Cabal? I see. Well, it looks like you're searching for some exotic ingredients. Fortunately, we serve Cabal here at my restaurant. I'd be more than happy to give you some. It's always best to marinate it for a day or two before cooking it. That's when all the flavors start to come out. Good Cabal is very rare.
And we got Cabal.
Well then, you're still looking for the other two ingredients, right?
Actually, no, but he's going to tell us the information anyway.
It's a commonly used spice over in Nazra, and it's easily recognizable by its scent. I'd be surprised if you couldn't find any in Nazrad. After all, it's the largest trade city in the world. And what else were you looking for? Ah, yes, kale, the spice of dreams, as it is sometimes called. Not only does it spice up food, it actually enhances the flavor of it as well. But I have heard rumors that the last of the kale trees burnt down in the Valua-Nazra War. In the Far East, there's an island that is made up entirely of spices. If you can find that island, you may be in luck.
Alright, well, he gives you tips on the other two ingredients, but we already got everything, so we're going to head back to Esperanza and give all the ingredients back to the tavern keep. So I'll see you there. Alright, we're back in Esperanza. Let's give her the ingredients. What? You found all three ingredients? Yep, here you go. Some Gentum, Kale, and Cabal. Yes, this is it. With these ingredients, I'll be able to make my mother's special Cabal skewer. Just wait here. I'll make some Cabal skewers. You better make one for us for all this trouble. Goodness. Thanks for waiting. Would you please bring this to my mother in Maramba now? You only gave me one? Give me one. I'm hungry for all this running around you're making me doing. Anyway, back to Maramba. Alright, here we are, the moment of truth. You're back? I said you were persistent, but this is ridiculous. What? You wish me to taste another Cabal skewer? Alright, I give in. Let me taste it. Time lapse! I can't believe it. This tastes exactly like my Cabal skewer. Your daughter says she never once forgot about the time she spent with you, and she hasn't forgotten anything you've ever taught her. And the proof is in that Cabal skewer. She tried so hard to make it just like yours. Please, she's begging for your forgiveness. Tell her that it'll taste even better if she leaves it on the fire for another 30 seconds. Huh? What do you mean by that? Are you forgiving her? Yes, you've won me over. I didn't think I could ever forgive her, but perhaps I was wrong. Perhaps I was at fault as well. Well, alright, so hey, we have some good news to relay to the Tavern Keep. On to Esperanza! Alright, we are back in Esperanza. Let's give her the good news. Did you bring the Cabal skewer to my mother in Maramba like I asked? What did she say? She said it was almost perfect. Well, actually, she said you could probably cook it for about a minute longer, but the taste was perfect. She said 30 seconds, Aka, not a minute. Really? I'm so happy. I'm sure my mother has forgiven me now. I can't thank you people enough. Please, take this. It's a token of my gratitude. And we get an Averick Chant. If you're ever in the area, please don't hesitate to come and visit me. Alright, so we did all of that for an Averick Chant. Now, there are 3 Aberchans in the game, and this is the 3rd and final one. Remember, we got the first one from that fisherman in Ixataka for giving him 10 gruel. We got the second one from the merchant in Nazrad when we were split up, when Vice and Gilder were together and Aka and Fina were together. Anyway, we'll give that to Cupel. And I think there's only 2 more Chams left in the game, regular Chams, and that'll be it. So, okay, man, am I glad to be done with that side quest. Goodness, all those trips back and forth. Alright, there's one more thing I want to show off in this episode, and I know we're going a bit long, but there's one more thing I'd like to touch on, and then we're done. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on the Yafutoman side of the Dark Rift. So I will see you whenever I get in front of the vortex on the Yafutoman side of the Dark Rift. Alright, so here I am on the Yafutoman side of the Dark Rift. We're going to enter here, and what I want to show you in here is actually an optional boss that only shows, well, I don't remember when exactly he shows up, but he will show up in this part of the Dark Rift. I think you can get to fight him earlier than this, but believe me, you do not want to fight this guy until late or toward the end of the game anyway. So once we come in here, you see right in front of us there's another giant looper. Remember, we fought a giant looper before. This one is like dark purple or black. And actually, he's facing the other direction. Let me whip around here. There he is. So he's got kind of like orange trim. So he's like this really dark bluish purple looking guy. But we're not going to fight him in our ship. Once you go up to him and press A, you'll actually engage in a battle, like a hand-to-hand battle. And it's actually just against a regular size looper. Alright, so you may be thinking, what am I talking about? Optional boss. It's just a looper, right? Well, no. Elshin is way more than he appears. He is yellow elemental, so I will go ahead and swap over to silver. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to Glyph of Might, and I'm going to Delta Shield for a very important reason. I'm going to focus, and I'm going to Justice Shield. Now, Elshin can only do physical attacks, or he can do magic attacks. I think the only magic he has is like Pyre or something like that. And I know that sounds pathetic, but just hear me out. This guy is incredibly powerful, and you'll see in just a second. Look at this. Alright, so just a regular attack with the damage halved did 1800 damage. So unguarded, that just about kills Fina. With just a regular attack. So that would have done 3,600 damage to Fina. Okay, so let me think of what I want to do here. One thing around this is I can use Skull Shield, which defends and counterattacks for everybody. So that'll protect against physical attacks, and then I can use Delta Shield with Ega to protect against magic attacks. Now, his magic attack is just as strong as his physical attack. But the problem is that when he uses Pyre, it can hit everybody. So it will hit everybody for devastating damage. So a Delta Shield is a must. And either Skull Shield or Justice Shield is also a must. You have to use one of those pretty much, or else he's going to wipe you out in no time. So go ahead and keep those up. But one thing, whenever you're ready, whenever you have the spirit to do so, we'll go ahead and use a Pirate's Wrath against him. Keep Delta Shield up for sure. And let's see, I'm going to use a Sacralin Crystal for Fina, and then Justice Shield with Enrique. So, you can either do this, okay good, he's using Pyre. Alright, so that's blocked. So you can do this and keep using Pirate's Wrath. We'll see how much it does here. It does 4,100, but you see he has quite a bit of HP.
Let's try this.
So you can either do this and keep firing off Pirate's Wraths, or you can just gather enough spirit to do a prophecy or something like that. But I think this way is a little more efficient, actually. Oh, I want to use Skull Shield and Delta Shield, and then focus and focus. I think this way is a little more efficient because, you know, Pirate's Wrath's only 21 spirit points, so. And a prophecy's only going to do 4,000 to 5,000 damage anyway. Oh yeah, I forgot he had Stilpara. I think that has a greater success rate than we're used to as well, just because he's so strong. So that's pretty much guaranteed to put everybody to sleep, except for Fina, because she has that accessory on that prevents against status ailments. So, okay, I'm ready to do another Pirate's Wrath, so let's get this off. Delta Shield, Focus, and just a shield. Hopefully he does another magic attack so I don't have to heal next round. Oh crap, I totally forgot about that element. Oh man, well now I feel like an idiot. Okay, so he can obviously, he just did run away. You see he offers 20 magic experience, which is an incredible amount. Anyway, that is very disappointing. I'm really mad that I let myself forget about that. Anyway, he's not gone for good. He can respawn if you exit the area and then re-enter, so that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm not going to sit through the entire battle again, so I will exit, I'll re-enter, I'll get back in the battle, and I will cut back in whenever we're close to the end of the battle. And in order to combat him from running away, I'm going to equip the black map on Vice. So I'll see you guys back toward the end of the next battle, the next encounter against Elshin. Alright, I've just about gotten Elshin down all the way. I think one more Pirate's Wrath might do it. You see he's trying to run away. Usually when he gets in a critical condition, he'll keep trying to run away. Let's see if this does it. Oh no, he's guarding. That's what. Well, he tried to run away, which means that guard is kind of like a secondary attribute of him running away. That's frustrating. Okay, so I'm not quite there yet. So let's do a little bit more focusing here. But I almost have him down. I can't remember if he just relentlessly keeps trying to run away. Oh yeah, he can heal himself, which is really irritating. So that's annoying. He either tries to run away or he uses Sacries. So maybe I'm a little bit further out of the game than I thought. But we should be dispatching him fairly soon. I'm going to just forego the Justice Shield here and just guard with those two. Alright, don't try to run away this time. Try to do something. Oh, so he's going to be... This is going to be halved again, so this isn't going to kill him. Oh, this is getting annoying. Okay, so... We're getting closer. We're almost there. We'll get there eventually. One thing you can do in order to help you out a little bit with this fight is you can go see Alikamis back at Crescent Isle and load up on Parentheses for Vice so that he's a little bit more stronger to take him down in a little bit fewer iterations of Pirate's Wrath here. Hopefully this is the last one we have to do. Come on. Let's finally finish him. Come on. Alright, good. So this should be the death blow here. Now, we saw that he does offer 20 magic experience. And one thing I would like to note about Elshin here is that he will respawn even when you defeat him. So we can exit the Dark Rift and come back and fight him as many times as we want. And not only does he give 20 magic experience, he gives 7,500 experience points and 15,000 gold. So it's an excellent way, and you see Vice gains +1 spirit, that's awesome. But it's an excellent way to power level at the end of the game. And we get a Dexus Seed, alright. So like I said, you can come back and fight him as many times as you want. If you want to just power level towards the end of the game. It's totally doable. And then once you get a little bit more leveled up, then that fight becomes easier and easier as you get stronger and stronger. Anyway, that is the last thing I want to show you guys in this episode. I'm finally ready to call it the end of the episode. I don't know how long this is going to be. There's going to be a lot of cutting I have to do here. But anyway, that'll do it. And next time, I think we are finally ready for the endgame to enter Soltis. But for now, I'm going to save. Alright, so let's save. Let's see. I'll use this one. Alright, so that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed seeing the little bit of extras I've had here at the end of the game here. And next time, I think it's about time to finally go into Soltis. So, hope you guys join me for that. And until then, you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time for more Let's Play Skies of Arcadia Legends.